Ford went all out with the Platinum Plus. I'll include a link to the Super Ford's website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get right into the review. Under the hood is a 6.7 liter turbo diesel V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 500 horsepower and then 1,200 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help me out with that. Cab lights up top, and then down below the hood's raised. You got Super Duty stamped into the front. Gigantic C-shaped headlights. We've got lots of chrome trim here on the front end, fog lights, recovery points, and that's a big air dam. Other than the air dam, which you can easily take off, the front end, it's cool looking. Tire and wheel setup is 275 by 65 by 20. You have a unique kind of appearance with the wheels here on the Platinum Plus. Platinum logo there on the side. You've got the red Power Stroke badge. And then you notice that the mirror caps have nice trim. Same thing with the door handles. Bedside step. We've got the FX4 off-road decal. And then this truck is leaf sprung. So 350. Now there's a bit of rake front to rear, but overall it's relatively level. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock function, remote start, tailgate drop down, and then we've got the Ford logo on the back. LED lights, we've got an outlet in the bed, fifth wheel prep setup, no bed liner with this, but we do have a ruler as well as a tailgate step. The ruler, by the way, at the end of the tailgate. Anyways, this should be power up, and in fact it is. It's just very slow. This has the upgraded tail lights. You've got platinum there with that giant plaque. Bumper steps, the bumper is painted to match, and this can still tow over 20,000 pounds. That is going to cap things off for the exterior of this Platinum Plus. This week's giveaway features a limited edition 850 horsepower Mustang Dark Horse, as well as a custom 455 horsepower Bronco Raptor, and $45,000 to cover the taxes on the vehicles if you win. Use code BHC or click the link in the video description or the pinned comment. This will give you 4x entries on any donation, $25 or more. Not only that, these donations go to help both children's and veterans charities. So click the link below. Best of luck and hope to see you in a Bronco Raptor and Mustang Dark Horse soon. Let's now check out the interior. Really fancy stitching. You've got piping on top of that. And that continues onto these seats. You got the Platinum logo, again, perforated all down the center with those seats with more of that cross stitching, and also power side steps. Legroom in the back is good, and I will say this leather has a very distinctive smell. I like it. It smells nice. We've got some cup holders in the rear, heated seats, USB ports, vents, full outlet, and then headroom overall is good. Look at that! Fancy headliner. Too fancy for me. Keyless entry for up front, and let's pop in. Kind of hard to see the mirrors because of the raindrops there on the window, but anyways, we do have blind spot monitoring. The mirrors do power fold in and power extend out. We've also got memory seats, and there's the mirror functions. Front two windows are automatic, and then the front door panel has more of that really nice trim. 12,000 pounds of gross vehicle weight rating, 3,847 pounds of payload capacity. This has the full recline seats. That's what that little tab is there up at the top. But yeah, perforated down the center with more of the cross stitching, power adjustments, lumbar support on the side. We've got our pedal adjustments off to the left hand side of the steering wheel, light controls, and the steering wheel itself is power adjustable. Soft touch trim all around the steering wheel with a Platinum logo there at the bottom, and just nice trim in general around all of the controls. You've got controls for the center stack. We also have controls for the cruise control there on the left side. This is also equipped with a column shifter. It has a manual shift function, and then full digital gauge cluster in the center. So you can change what's displayed there, and then you also have drive modes for both towing, on-road, and kind of inclement weather conditions. Heads-up display, and then you do get fancier trim on the dash. This still has the B&O sound system. Yeah, that's nice. Diesel exhaust brake with our hill descent control there at the top, and then this has a 360 camera system. I mean, you kind of expect it, especially at this price point. Yes, massaging seats. It's a Platinum Plus, of course it has massaging seats. But yeah, the screen itself has a shortcut bar. It's relatively quick to respond. It's got an auxiliary tab here. You can change what item is displayed there on the side. Trailer backup assistant. We've got trailer brake controls too. Part-time four-wheel drive system, still no auto, but we do have low. There is a rear diff lock, and then your drive mode select's built into that area. Analog controls to the radio, also for the dual zone climate. Heated cooled seats, heated steering wheel with this package. Phone charging pads in this area, and you've got lots of storage space here, some nice trim on the side. And speaking of nice trim, the center console with the wood and everything is pretty fancy. Lots of storage inside. I mean, that is cavernous. And yeah, it's kind of solid. Anyways, more fancy trim on the, well, actually, Yeah, the glove box is pretty nice. This is for the rear window to open it up. 6 auxiliary switches, and then we do have a panoramic sunroof with this truck. $104,825. Let's see how the Platinum Plus performs. I guess it wouldn't be a good Platinum Plus review if we didn't get a massage while we're reviewing the truck. There we go. Let's do a full recovery. Now I'm actually reviewing this back to back with a Tremor, and I will say there is a noticeable difference in terms of the comfort. I wonder if they're doing, yeah, they're doing double paned with this. They do it in the back though. Ah! Windows are attacking me. Now just regular in the back. So double paned up front, but regular in the back. I was gonna say, it seems more insulated. Well, it is in fact a little bit more insulated. I'm actually starting to become more and more of a fan of those double pane windows. I've been mentioning them in a lot of reviews because I'm trying to let you guys know which cars have them, which ones don't. But it really does make a pretty substantial difference in terms of the tire noise that you get and just general road noise, and so it's a big plus. Now this is smooth. It's interesting to compare this to the Tremor. I don't know if people are cross-shopping them, but I mean the price is super close, so perhaps. It seems to be a little bit busier in a sense. Like the bigger bumps, I don't know, how it's constantly, like I can tell everything that's happening in the road through my butt. I feel it all. The seats are very comfortable, but just the suspension. The Tremor didn't seem to do that as much. Interesting. Yeah, these seats are incredible. Ford probably makes the best seats in the pickup truck in terms of like the comfort. I think that Ram seats feel nicer in terms of the materials, but the comfort isn't really necessarily any better. Ford might be just a little bit better. Now this Power Stroke obviously has an insane amount of power, and it's also just super torquey, right? 1,200 pound-feet of torque. So power with this, like you always have power. You always have more power than you could ever use. That was lucky, guys. We literally got through right, because the trains that go through there, they take like freaking 10 plus minutes, sometimes even more. So just in the nick of time, as they say. Just in the nick of time. Yeah, I mean, I just tried to like get into it a little bit, and it's struggling for traction. It's obviously wet, but like, again, you have so much power with this, more power than you could ever use. It's an impressive rig, that's for sure. Platinum Plus, is it worth it? You know, I don't know in a single, I mean, it depends. If you're using the truck all the time, I understand the justification with spending more money on a truck that you're going to be putting tens of thousands of miles on per year. It makes sense, right? It's basically your, like a lot of people, right? It's your office. So having something that's a little bit more comfortable, and I will say, like, as someone who drives about 40,000+ miles per year, having a vehicle that's just that much more comfortable, that much quieter, it actually goes a long way, because you just feel like a little bit less on edge when you go like from one work point to the next. It does make a difference, and comfortable seats make a difference. Massage seats, it all makes a difference. Like for example, I had an S-Class, a Mercedes S-Class for a week, and I remember that week with reviewing cars, it felt like the easiest week ever. I was like, man, I wasn't gonna go and buy one, too expensive, but I was like, man, I feel like, before I even get to like the review, I'm like, I feel refreshed. I'm like, I just got a massage, it was quiet, suspension was comfortable, like it was nice. So I understand getting the more luxe version of a truck if you're doing a ton of miles. So, what do you guys think about the Platinum Plus? I think the name's kind of dorky. Obviously they, you know, replaced the Limited with this, and you know, I think really what it comes down to is automakers are just simplifying things to save on cost, and it shows. And you know, we'll see if it pays off long term. I think in the short term though, it just kind of makes the brand feel a little bit cheaper, because it's like, really, like, you can't make the limited anymore. Not because you don't want to make the limited, you're still making it. You just don't want to pay to have a limited badge. You want to just have the platinum badge and be able to, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, they probably saved like 20 cents per truck, but yeah, that's modern stuff. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on the Platinum Plus.